Greetings to the 13 tribes of Israel scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the awesome name of Abba Yahuwah Elohim. This is the name that is above all name eternal. Shabbat Shalom. Much love and much prosperity attend your family, for you are the reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near. Just as we see the days goes by, and so draw nigh the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach. Just as the Malach of Yahuwah saith unto Yehukanah the Revelator, seal not the prophecies of this book, for the time is simply near. Exactly what we are doing here, family. Decoding end times prophecies, signs, dreams, and preparing people like you, body like you, house like you, for the return of King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, to whom due eternally our worship, praise, service, love, power, glory, riches, wealth, to the glory of his magnificent for the Yahuwah the Almighty, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, the very eternal breath, the very DNA of Abba Yahuwah, the very fire, the true essence of Abba Yahuwah, the no-go area, okay, of Abba Yahuwah, the power of a glorified body, the breath of eternal states. I love the Ruach HaKodesh. Yes, it's my helper. Yes, Abba Yahuwah, you have been worshipped, praised, loved, honored, served, right in the temple of your eternal handmaid, your very Isha, for you are my Abba, also my eternal husband. I just love you, Abba. Yes, I love what you made me to be, your worshipper. Sit at your feet. Yes, bless your name, eternal. I just love you, Abba. Yes, you taught me how to do that. Hallelujah. All right, now, family, with this being said, here we are in the heavenly court room of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful message titled for you and me. Widow Iyore said she wants to fix corrupt Nigeria with dead Idia salt and water. This one pains my heart. Iyore is, in fact, a mocker. Iyore says she wants to fix, make, okay, all over again in Nigeria, all right, with the power of dead people's sword and water given unto her. Iyore is a wicked mocker. You, as in Nigeria, what just took place, transpired on Tuesday. I couldn't sleep. We are all aware. How can Salt&Water put this in order? Corrupt leaders. Everything is beaten against the less privileged. The government, the pastors, politicians, traditional rulers, even the, native daughters. Everything is beaten against humanity. And Iyore said the power she's going to use to fix that is only Salt&Water. In order for her to be, dragging legions of snakes out of, women's vagina, and legions of malu out of male's penis. Iyore, you are doomed at all can. Not just that you are doomed, but the hottest place in the link of fire is your dweller without mercy. You're going to receive it so bad because you ridicule so much every steps of the way of deliverance, okay, and eternal salvation. You begin to mock Salt&Water. All right, now, like I always love to say, not by emotional, sensational, feelings, personal, or radiation burning, no, but by the royal law subjective. We want to do this expose once again. When they begin to send me, I know I didn't talk about it or even upload any video on my YouTube channel, but my two Facebook, Instagram is fully loaded with this topic. Every day I keep posting, I keep writing, I keep typing, I keep posting. If they just send it to me, I upload, I post. the wickedness in Nigeria. You say you want to fix this? Now let me ask you, is the God of Iyore the only God of Edo? Not the God of Nigeria? Or not the God of the whole world? Because she speaks specifically to the Edos. What about Nigeria? Because Edo is not the whole Nigeria. Edos is just one of the Nigeria tribes and many, many, many tribes. So what happened to every other tribes? Your God is not concerned about them. He's only be concerned about you. No, how now? Okay, first of all, for a better communication, I would like to play the video. I think this is also going to go specifically also to the Edos, the gullible followers under this Jezebel voice. Okay, a lot of them under this satanic woman voice. So, let's do that. We are doing this at all to expose that Iyore is total bad dash. I can't believe this. Should we be talking about this, that Iyore is false? Of course, it's written all over her. But her fruit. The one we should have been teaching you people should have been that of Christians, pastors, by for private jet. You still think that they are the divine. Those are the ones we should have been digging into. Not Iyore. Iyore is well pronounced. So you are this so dumb. You couldn't even lay your eyes on that. All right now, let's use our own words. Let me play our video. The Ogotogo problems fueled Nigeria, especially the food items given by the whole world and by the rich people, including Dangote, stored in the warehouse, not being dispersed to the poor. That one broke me down. I burst into tears. And also for this girl, the only child, it only says Salt&Water. It's going to settle this problem. Go and boy, man. I shower. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, no. Are you taking this? Oh, no. For your prostitution grant? That the way you use your pussy to settle the white man and claims everything he had? Only 12 days now came to YouTube or Facebook and begin to rejoice over his death, but lay your evil hand upon his life assurance and his property. Do you think your stinky pussy is going to settle this Nigeria's problem? Okay, let's use our own words. I'm gonna be exercising patience. I think I'm gonna play it up to almost 4 minutes. I think the volume is low. Pardon me, I want to increase the volume. Good morning. Shut up your mouth. You irritates me at all kinds. Alright, I want to start it all over again because the volume was so low. She's pleading with a pagan Oba, okay? Unbeliever. So bless her with this power. What a mess. A shame and disgrace will hit to our book. Pay attention, please. Did you get that? And the Oba she's speaking to, he is an occult man. It's on internet. Free mercenary. And also, Boni Oba knew he belongs to those secret courts. Oh, well, Iyore. Let's look at that. This is not disrespectful, but this is reality. Let's look at that. See you speaking. Let's look at that. Let's look at stupidity. Did you get that? Did you get that? YAHUAH'S. Filthy and sticky pussy. When you irritate me, man, provoke my spirit. YAHUAH'S. There was nothing. Let's look at that. Where did you see Crystal Hinome seeking for Oba prayer? Where did you see Johnson Suleiman seeking for Oba prayer? Because these are two different kingdoms. Iyore, Yahuah's mighty name. Where did you see TB Joshua seeking for, what they call the other guy? Oni Ofife prayer. Yahuah's mighty name. Let's look at the one I'm be a girl in Ovia. Mondera. See? I'm making noise on the internet. Just look at stupidity. So local. What bet you are? What's my thing? I bet you are insulting people's mother, insulting people's father, insulting people's wives. What bet you are? So boo, yeah, what's my thing? Did you see that? On the Nika, it said that people sent her message to repent Nigeria or the whole world. I don't know. I just want to play it. I don't want to be jumping over. I want to play it up to, I think, 4 minutes. That is retaliation. Dead people are what they you are. Yeah, what's my thing? Just look at stupidity. I made Idia Lazin, on va jamais dire. What a mess. What a mess. A shame and disgrace over here. Be man of your condemn you. Oh no. Let's look at nonsense. Let's look at nonsense. Let's look at stupidity. What bet you are? Shut up! Finyawu. The mighty name of Yahuwah. This woman, she's provoking my spirit so bad. So bad. Now, did you hear that? Did you just get that? So we are doing this to free the people of the book from this satanic and demonic woman's voice. Did you just get that? That she returned back. She was once here 500 years ago. Now she returned back to the earth. Okay. Where she was once here, so she's called Idia. Then after 500 years, she came back again. She once dead and returned back to life. All right. In fact, when the first Idia was here, she never saved the whole world. She never even saved Edo. No, she was only fighting for her own belly, making her own son to be king, whereby the son should have been the third, not even near anything king. Okay, she just trampled down the first and the second child and fixed her son over there. And she used diabolic power. It's in the world history. Diabolic. So diabolic. To that extent, we now have it in those proverbs. I Idia simply means there is no one, when it comes to witchcraft power, there is no one as Idia, but someone initiated her, Idia, which is the very devil we want to look into, which is the very serpent we want to look into, which is the very red dragon that rested upon every single leaders of Nigeria for the whole world. It deceiveth the whole world. So let's get started. I just want to use our words against her. I think I will also play the other part, maybe just for a few seconds, a minute, where she was using the name of the dead people to do her prayer. She's praying. Pray through death. Now, Finya Woho, na mewa bell. What's my thing? Just look at that. I think you heard already. You see nonsense? Dead people lied. Shut up. You vex my spirit. You grieve my spirit. You see? She is saying We know this very woman, and Eden, died in wickedness. He then took her own life. She asked her husband to use her for sacrifice. That one sin is unspeakable. You don't have the right to take your own life. Neither do you have the right to tell somebody to use it for sacrifice, because the ultimate eternal sacrifice has already been made through the Son of Yahuwah, Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay? Whom you also sometimes call Emmanuel, Messiah. He did the ultimate sacrifice. And this is the woman that tells my diabolic people, paganism. All right? Told her husband to use her for sacrifice. And her husband pushed her for sacrifices to the gods. And this is the woman she's praying through. You say her name? All right, now, I've been doing this. Let's see now how she wants to face the Edo Nigerians through dead people's Salt&Water. These are people's children massacred with a corrupt leader commandment. And Iyore, this ashawo, smelly, filthy pussy, says she is the one through the power of dead people to fix this problem for us. And now, well, you are dead already. Let's see. All right, now, family, I want to preset it. Though we don't have any scripture that has to deal with people facing the corruption of the world with Salt&Water and dead people's power, no. But we want to see who is going to do the renovation, who is going to fix this problem, who is going to settle this problem, who is our hope. No, this nonsense that is distracting people, that wants to be relevant, that wants their voice to be heard through the power of their people, through the power of Salt&Water, by, taking your bath to whatever in the night. And afterwards, you're going to be given a confirmation of legions of snakes flying out of your vagina. And legions of cows, malu, flying out of your penis. Really? Can't you argue? Listen now. Revelation chapter 11, 7 to 8. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them and shall overcome them and kill them. So I just want to put that in order for us to get a full understanding of the verses 8. Our focus point is on the verses 8. It's speaking about the two witnesses that is going to prepare the elect for the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay, and the beast that came up from the bottomless pit, this is the one really resident upon these people, and it's going to kill these two witnesses. It's going to kill them. Okay, it's going to kill them. But verses 8 is our focus point. This is about redemption. This is about facing the whole world. This is about destroying the seed of serpent and redeeming the seed of Yahuwah. Everything that has to do with the book, from Genesis way down to Revelation, it is about the seed of serpent and the seed of Yahuwah. Abba Yahuwah is fighting so hard to redeem his children. And somebody is also fighting so hard to destroy the seed of Yahuwah. That is what this book is all about. It's about two seeds. It's about two camps. It's about two kingdom that stood or stands for eternal. Okay. Every act of Abba Yahuwah speaks of the deliverance of the people of the book, and also speaks of destruction of the seed of Sembet, person like Iyore, a person like Buhari. I know Buhari, according to many people and witnesses, I begin to convinced that he is indeed dead. Okay, I don't want to confirm the vision first. I'm not after prophecy or vision. No, that's why I don't run after those things. Not that it's bad, but Christian makes me to just log out of that. That was if I want to say some confirmation spiritually, I would say no. What is the meaning of this? No, let me begin to dig into the way out. Okay. Now let's put the scripture. Verses 8. Listen. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. That is my focus point, Sodom and Egypt, where also our Adonai was crucified, our Messiah was crucified. Now listen, was the biblical Messiah crucified in the land called Sodom? You know what Sodom is? Sodom and Gomorrah. You can see Genesis chapter 19. You're going to see what transpired in Sodom. Okay. Now, was our Messiah crucified in Egypt? You know Egypt. Was he crucified over there? He said where he was being crucified. So how is he being crucified? Follow me with your mind open. I'm not speaking to the pox, the village pox. You can hit the dislike button. As you can see, I don't use YouTube, neither Facebook to make money. No, I'm not here for that at all. So Facebook or YouTube, especially YouTube, they're going to be also giving praise on my behalf. Because this is the woman that don't even care about whatever they sent. Okay? I don't run after that. I'm just passing out message. It's freely I receive it, and freely I'm passing it out. If you listen to me, you don't know. If you accept, if you are a liar, you will know. I'm not after any of that. What am I after? Dig into the truth. Personal relationship with your maker. Keep what you found in the book. Stop running here and there for a miracle that is going to send you to the bottomless pit. Okay, that's what we are dealing with over here. That is the message YAHUAH'S sent me. Rather, testimony. All right now, Deborah, best known as Deuteronomy 28:68. If you want to be fair, if you want to do fair justice, you can just read it, the blessing, the causes of blessing and the causes of curse. Disobedience is curse. Obedience is blessing. Do yourself that help, but I want to pick just one point over here, verse 68. And YAHUAH shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. He said, if you refuse to keep his rules and regulation, you are going back to Egypt the second time. And when you get to Egypt, you're going to be a slave again. Slave. And no man is going to buy you. Simply put, what he meant over there, no one is going to redeem you. No Salt&Water. No dead people. Who is going to redeem you? Then you return back to that Deuteronomy 28. Read it from verses 1 to 14. When you begin to keep the instruction of YAHUAH, redemption will come unto you. Simple as that. Just simple and clean. You don't need 12 midnight or 2 o'clock Sunday water bathing and calling upon dead people. Just do what the book says. Read it and keep it. Then salvation will come. Now you're speaking of national redemption of the people of the book. You are returning back to Egypt the second time. And where we just read in Revelation 11:7-8, make it so clear that our Adonai, our Messiah, was also being crucified right in Egypt. How come about that? How come was he crucified? Is Jerusalem the Garden of Gethsemane, Golgotha? Is it Egypt? All right. Now, how did the first bondage of Egypt begins? How did it come about? Does it have the second fulfillment of these last days? Bereshit, best known as Genesis chapter 15, verses 30 to 49, read. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. And also that nation whom they shall serve I will judge, and afterward they shall come out with great substance. You get it? So what happened in the first Egypt? A set period of a time was being set. And when that set period of a time indeed completed, Yahuwah brought out his elect with great signs and wonder, 10 plagues. Do you think Buhari and Nigeria system is going to let Nigeria go free with a certain water? No, for Nigeria to go free. Not Nigeria precisely, the whole people of the book in the whole world. For we to go out from oppression, bondage, corruption, is going to take the upstanding of Abba Yehovah. It's going to take the mighty hands of Abba Yehovah. It's going to take the armies of heaven of Abba Yehovah. In fact, it's going to take Yahushua HaMashiach. He is the one to fix it all. Iyore, in the mighty name of Yahuwah. Huh? Iyore will just sit on her coven, and she will be telling people the only greatest that due Oba of Edo. Iyore will be teaching disobedient to our people to be giving her that greatest. Iyore got told if with a bottomless pit. Iyore got told all the war in the mighty name of Yahuwah. Oba talk belongs to Oba law. He says he's great. You are taking the seat of the people that is higher than you. In like manner, you are taking the seat of Yahushua HaMashiach, the King of Kings. He is the one to bring about redemption. Our book says so. Iyore, the mighty name of Yahuwah. Now, Moshe, whom you call Moses, was a typology of a Messiah. We see how he redeemed the people of the book out of the land of Egypt. That was why he said, where they crucified our Adonai. How are they crucifying our Adonai? That was what took place on Tuesday. People, children, went out, despised their life, despised their comfortable zone, and said, no, let me go and fight for a better Nigeria. Not just to fight, protest. Now they not call upon the ghost Buhari. Listen to us. This is what we need as a youth. Give it to us. So what did they do to our children? Almost 100 killed at the spot. Many wounded. This is how they crucify our Adonai. And the one that died in a door, because this is not a case of armed robbery, this is not a case of sin. These children is just fighting for a better life. Christian pastors has failed them. Those who write the God of Christian off already. Those who said, no way here. We need to take this judgment now in our hands sometime. We do it like that in the royal law. Anyone that go for it, Yahweh will grant paradise, because they fight a good fight of faith. I said, no, enough is enough. This is how they crucify Yahushua HaMashiach. A child asks a father, I need a peaceful life. I need a responsible life. I need my life to be so. Give me food. I'm hungry. Only for him, only for her, to be murdered in a cold blood. This is how they crucify our Messiah again. And the land of Egypt, what was there? It was full of oppression, same-sex pollution. We, the lords of these days, seeing injustice prevailing in our land, it means heartbreaking for us. That Tuesday night, I couldn't sleep. Heaven bear me witness. In fact, my Facebook will tell it all. 2 o'clock, I was still typing. I couldn't sleep. People's children is murdered. They only ask for a better Nigeria for you and me. Iyore. They got murdered. And you said Salt&Water is going to face this problem. You couldn't carry that Salt&Water and take flight and rush down to Lekki toll gates and begin to perform your oblation over there. No well wagon distractor. Thunder striking your what's mighty name. So this is how they crucify our dinner again in the land of Egypt. In other words, this that is going is a new birth. It's a Nigeria going through the process of new birth. Something new is about to take place. Jehovah is concerned. Jehovah is on the move powerfully because the 400 years is already past this year. All right. So Jehovah is concerned. And many vision goes along with this. Jehovah is about to do something powerful new in Nigeria. And for a new birth to be given unto a country like that, okay, many needs to go. Blood will flow. When woman is bringing about childbirth, we know pains. We see blood and we see water flowing on the ground. But afterwards, when she gave birth, everyone will rejoice again. And the one that died, of course, peaceful life, because they died in fighting for the betterment of their country. They didn't die in armed robber. They didn't die in prostitution ground. No, they just died in fighting a good fight. Even though regardless whether there's no Yehovah or not, they didn't know him, straight away to paradise. Yes. Yes. That is how Abba Yehoah judge people sometimes, like a thief in the cross. Last minute salvation, he got it because he did the right thing. All his life, he never lived for Yehovah. But the last minute, he got saved. So these people that die in fighting the betterment for our country, straight away to paradise. In fact, they are living in a better state now. And we see, where the promises of slavery begins. Okay, 400 years. I'm not going to be ready, or go and read now Exodus from chapter 6, way down to 14. It was with signs and wonders. You see, the one that died in this process, they are all in paradise, of course. Abba Yehoah is a merciful Father because they died for fighting the good cause. Okay, that was the mind of Abba Yehoah. Yes, that was his mind. That is all of them are in paradise. Regardless whether they know Yehovah before or they never knew him. Regardless whether they first live a wicked life or not. But for them to die in this, fighting for the betterment of our country, Yehovah is going to pardon them salvation right away. Right away. Okay, so we see where it all begins. That was why he said at the end of 400 years, we are all coming out with great wealth. So the one that make it until heaven, what wealth surpasses that? What wealth? Peaceful land. Land that filled with milk and honey. In fact, a land that the ties. Go and read Revelation 21. It's of pure gold. So what could, I'm not desiring anything more than that. All right now. Exodus 6, verses 1. Quickly, I want to put in this. Then Yahweh said unto Moshe, now shalt thou see what I will do to Pharaoh, for with a strong hand shall he let them go, and with a strong hand shall he drive them out of his land. And it was so. When Abba Yehoah begin to release, do you think this is going to be a sun and water? And Yahweh's mightiness, this is going to be outpouring of Abba Yehoah's judgments. Now when he's going to begin to throw arrow upon all these people that their hand is stained with blood, then they're going to be losing their hand one by one from the money that belongs to Nigeria. From looting Nigeria's substance, they're going to be losing their hand because they're going to know that indeed power from on high is against them. First, Pharaoh didn't get it until the 10 plagues were released. And he said we are coming back to Egypt the second time. So I want to still put some more. This is not going to be done to only the Nigeria corrupt governance system only. No. This one is going for traditional rulers. This one is going for Christendom. This one is going for whatever that hold the people of the book bent. Because Abba Yehoah needs his worship. Anything that denied him of that worship, when 400 years is complete, is judgment. No way out. It's judgment. He's going to be throwing arrow on them. Okay? In order for his children to return back to him and worship him. And Iyore is going to be the number one. In fact, Eric is Ogun Agberik in Yahweh's mighty name. Eric is the one to die for this. And after that, Iyore is going to know that a mighty hand is against her for perverting the truth. What did Iyore know about Bible? I've never seen that woman one day and say, yes, we want to study so book, or let's discuss so book. My teacher is coming from so chapter. No, only salt and water. And people must talk about you and how she used her own hand to pack feces for 2 years. And that feces she was packing from her husband is what she's pouring upon you people. Eh? Which kind of devilish woman is this? And Abba Yewa keep revealing this unto me. Who Iyore is impersonating? Iyore is impersonating the biblical Messiah's wife. Because the biblical Messiah's wife, which is Maria Magdalene, all chapter, all for gospel, always put her first. She's the leader of women, not men, okay? She's the leaders of women. When Messiah comes now, his wife is coming along with him. And she's going to be teaching the women, okay, how, especially the married women, how to live for their husband, the role, the part she needs to play before her husband and before her children. And she's going to be teaching the virgin how to be chaste, to keep your virginity, and the importance, importance. Oh my father, pardon me. The importance is in it. You keeping your virginity for your husband. She's going to be teaching them those treasure. What is Iyore teaching? Iyore has two platforms. The other one, that one is a lady completely. She said, call herself, yes, that is on your name. It's when you zo with destruction. Because I'm not going to zo with anything. It's to ask you to move a step of destruction. That one, listen, speak. She is the one, when any man call Iyore for boyfriend and a girlfriend, when a man said he's needing a girlfriend, they will call Iyore. Iyore will not direct them to a swawuni nozo wigi. And another one of a finyawo, that one native daughter. He lives in Paris. Call himself a daughter. No, you are a native daughter. I was here. These are all witches and wizards. Bringing their wickedness spiritually into physical. When a man call Iyore for boyfriend, or a man call Iyore for girlfriend, a woman call Iyore for boyfriend, Iyore will also refer them to native daughter, the one that lives in Paris. He call himself daughter. No, you are native daughter. And Iyore herself will also be teaching boyfriend and girlfriend sexual immorality. And Iyore herself, where is it being written? Okay, your husband is there, you are a widow. But where is it written that you fornicator? You are not married to Eric, you are a fornicator. Just boyfriend and a girlfriend. Where is it being written according to the book that a people like that can make heaven? Revelation 21 verses 8. He said, no, you are not coming in. How can such person not sit down? He said she knows the ways to heaven. So what she's perverting, it is the glory of the wife of Messiah's ministry, Maria Magdalene. According to Titus, woman is the leader of women. Older women is to lead the younger woman. According to all four gospel, Maria Magdalene was the leader of all women. Go and read it. She was the leader. She led them all into righteousness. Okay? That's why the gospel always, first of all, listed her. In fact, when the biblical Messiah, her husband, resurrected from the grave, she saw him first. And Messiah gave her a message of resurrection. She saw it first. She's a powerful woman of YAHUAH because she carried the teachings of heaven in her heart. In fact, according to history of still the 1st century, 70 AD, Maria's title, okay, was being given unto her by Yahushua HaMashiach, apostle to the apostles. She was the one who gave the good news of the risen king. So that is the woman Iyore is impersonating, spoiling her job before she comes. Her daughter, is already preparing the way for her to come. Or someone here from the camp or the bottomless pit talking nonsense through dead people's power. Go and Iyore in the mighty name of YAHUAH. Why the whole world now is Egypt, spiritual Egypt, crucifying Yahushua HaMashiach. Anywhere where the people of the book is being oppressed, it simply means crucifixion on him. Just as we read in Revelation 11:7-8. Luke chapter 21, 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, just what we saw on Tuesday, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. There is a set period of a time that Yahweh gave unto these wicked leaders, but the time is come. That's what we are saying. Now 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. And so we begin to see all this commotion. Nigeria is going through shaking. We begin to see this shaking everywhere. Now, look up to him in heaven, because your redemption is knocking at the door. Nigeria is just going through childbirth. A new Nigeria is about to come out. Abe Yohua is the one doing the shaking. That is why the one that die in it, straight away to paradise. They are in a better state. In fact, they are even weeping for us that is still here, because they found rest already. And we are still strongly. Iyore, the mighty name of Yahuwah. Who is Pharaoh? The one that hold, I say, Christian leaders, Iyore, worldly kings, and all these fetish princes, politicians, they are all pharaohs. Buhari goes to Buhari, they are all pharaohs. Governors, president, they are all pharaohs. Pharaoh, what is the Pharaoh doing in our lives? To hold husbands and enslave us. And they and their family will keep enjoying the wealth of the land. That is what Pharaoh represents. They will not allow you to break free. They will not allow you to worship the true Almighty, but rather they will oppress you down to be doing nonsense. There are complaining thieves everywhere. Why won't there be thieves everywhere? Why there will be armed robber everywhere? Why there will be Yahoo everywhere? One will go to school only to finish, no work, and liquidate in the house. So what next do you want the person to do? You instigate it. So have it. You're talking of corruption. You, the leaders, what example have you set for the youth to learn from you? Thieves, armed robber, liars, looters. So it is what you give. That's what you will see. I'm still coming for Iyore. I'm not done. Exodus chapter 12, verses 12 as well. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both men and beasts, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am Yahuwah. That's what is going on now. That's what is going on now. So what did he do? Firstborn. When these useless people, all these wicked leaders, their firstborn begin to die in their eyes, they're going to know someone is against them. In fact, Almighty is against them. He said it and he bring it to pass. And when their first son begin to die, now he said he's going to kill the first son and the beast. So what is beast? Beast simply means their businesses. What is going on? That was why they murdered those and massacred those people in the Lekki toll gate, because I think they said the money they normally make that deal is about 50 million. So those people went to go and write, excuse me, protest and said no more of this because you're not spending the money on us. So what happened? That was why the massacre came in, because they lose money and they are still losing money. Christian pastor, where's their offering and tithe? I bet you was beating against their income. In fact, the whole world income through coronavirus. You are not learning. Iyore is distracted you. No, Iyore in the mighty name of Yahuwah. So Abeyawa means business. He's going to destroy. Now he's destroying their crops already, their income. Now he's going to extend it now to their firstborn. When it gets to that level, Nigerian hand is going to be, all these wicked leaders' hands is going to be broken. Who is Pharaoh now? Now Ezekiel chapter 29 verses 3. Want to see who was Pharaoh that is still ruling us today? It's an animal. Ezekiel 29, verse 3. Speak and say, thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, behold, I am against the Pharaoh, king of Egypt, the great dragon, that lieth in the midst of his rivers, which said, my river is my own, and I made it for myself. What is river? River simply means people. Revelation 17:1. Revelation 17:50. You're going to see what river. Water simply represent people according to biblical terminology. Who is Pharaoh? The red dragon. Who is the red dragon? Let's do that before I run out of time. I'm still coming for you, Ashawo. This is the power that resident on Buhari. Whatever it is, whether it's ghost or Jubre, I don't know for them. Revelation 12 now. And the great dragon, did you get that? And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Did you just get it? Who is serpent? Who is Pharaoh? the red dragon, the high-ranking seraphim that fell from glory. He said, that old serpent, follow me. Genesis 3. Read it all. Follow me over here. This is where he deceived the whole world. He began. He said that old serpent. This is where he destroyed the whole plans. Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent, did you get it? Was more subtle. That old serpent. Okay? More subtle than any beast of the field, which Yahuwah Elohim has made. No room to read it all. So I just brought you to the origin of this old serpent. These are high-ranking demons that is waging war against the whole world, tormenting every single one of us, the people of the book. So that is why he said, they crucify the biblical Messiah. Now, Joel chapter 3. He was going to submit. He start calling them already for judgment. Iyore, if your salt and power indeed is divine, why can't you get pregnant in a natural way? Why running through in vitro fertilization? Why running here and there? Why your old husband was alive, they refused to do for you in France. You now also run to Belgium with Igbo man. They say, no, you are a married woman. If your power of salt and water is divine, why can't you just get pregnant in a very natural way? I have 4 children. I don't even know what was that, in vitro fertilization. IVF. No, I don't even know anything of that. Now, if your power was indeed your salt and water, it can fix problem. It should have fixed your womb to get pregnant in a natural way, like a normal woman. You see, Mama Sarah was 90 years old. After she entered menopause, I bet you who was it bring about conception. 90 years old woman got pregnant and delivered. 90 without in vitro fertilization. That is the power we are speaking of that want to bring deliverance unto us. You see, Papa Abraham, he was 100 years old after he has already passed andropause. He still bang, and brings about, you see, at the promised child without no in vitro fertilization. If your power is indeed divine, why are you running after in vitro fertilization? Why is it not working in your womb? The power that couldn't fix your womb to get pregnant in a natural way, and that power is going to fix Nigeria. Oh, Afnya woman, Joel chapter 3, you can go and read it. We are still coming. I will still do some more. I will still do some more because I still have scripture I need to prove. Or should we title this part 1? I think so. This should be part 1. I will do the part 2. Okay, so we are done for now. Part 2, that one, maybe I will do it second day of the week, the very one you call Monday. So this is part 1, family. On Monday, I will do the part 2. Your womb needs to be worked with your salt and water. If your salt and water is not working in there, therefore is not working also in our problem. But Yahuwah, the one that fills the womb of Mama Sarah after menopause, miracles took place without in vitro fertilization. That is the power we need. Shalom.